Hello, my loves. Hello, my loves. Hello, hello. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come with me. Come join me. Let's gather ourselves. Let's come on and get ourselves together today. Okay? Come on, my loves. Hello. Hello. All right, let's see what's going on. Hello. How is your weekend going? How's your day? How are you guys? Talk to me. What's going on? Let's see. Hey guys. Hello, hello. Hello. Let's see. Why is it not coming up on my computer? Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Come in. Come on and join me. Come on, let's talk. Let's chat. Let's talk about it. Let's be about it. Let's talk. Let's come on and join me. All right. You're not showing up. Why are you not showing up? Hello, 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 guys. How was your week? How was your week? What's going on? What's happening? And let me know you're here. Speak to me. Shout out to me. Congrats to all the graduates. All of the graduates. My child will be graduating as well. So congrats to all of those that have already had their virtual ceremonies. Whether you are, even if you didn't have one, whether you are kindergarten, 5th grade, middle school, high school, college, whatever, we congratulate all of you. We are here to celebrate you. You all are important. Serious, okay? So I'm trying to pull up my live on my laptop. This is a new laptop. Bless God, but you know, clearly. Let's see what's going on. Why it's not coming up. But anywho, I am, if you don't know who I am, you should know who I am. But I am a life coach. I am a relationship coach, Coach Latoya Kite. And today I just want to discuss a topic that has been like really, it's been going around a lot lately. Like I've been seeing a lot about it. I've been paying attention to a lot of it lately, and it just really sparked some kind of thought in my head. So I was like, why not talk about it on my live, and why not discuss it with the people, and let's see where they are and how they think and how they see it. I'm always open to other ways of seeing things. I'm always open to other opinions. So that is never my issue. So yeah, just come in so we can talk, we can discuss. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because, okay, there we go. It's because in a while, it's been happening for a long time. Always open. Yeah, it's been happening. Hey, Anthony. I wouldn't allow that, but clearly this old guest thing on Facebook, the invite you in thing, it doesn't let you do it. I guess they got to work out some kinks, but I would definitely want you on, because you know, me and you always been cool, and you always have a crazy point of view or whatever. But anywho, y'all excuse me, I'm sorry, just my clothes, that looks so crazy. Okay, so I've been watching these shows and reality shows, and been paying attention to a lot of news and a lot of even people that I know. You know, I've been paying attention to, and I'm a relationship coach, so I pay attention to relationships a lot. And it's been every time I talk to someone, or every time I see something, it seems like the man is always thrown up under the bus. And you know, just as from a woman's point of view, And because of the things that I have seen and what I have been through in my own breakups and in my own relationships, I felt that I should kind of like speak up for the men, and help y'all a little bit. So I'm here for y'all today. Men, I'm here for y'all. Woo, I'm here for y'all today. Usually I'm here for the women, but I'm here for the men today. And in particular, and I'm not one that ever what you want to say, subscribe to the thought of all men are dogs, because I believe that there are men out there. Of course, I'm married to a man and he's amazing. So I believe that there are men out there that can be great, that can be wonderful, and that can change, because some men, they do some crazy stuff, but they can change. Doesn't mean that you put up with all their crap. Doesn't mean that you just deal with stuff. Doesn't mean you just let them off the hook for stuff. No, but in relationships, I feel like people need to take accountability for their part. That's what I did when I went through my divorce and stuff. I took my eyes off of my ex-husband and I put my eyes on me, because at the end of the day, yes, he did all the stuff that he did to me. Yes, he treated me however he treated me, but at the end of the day, I had to take a look within myself and I had to say, what is it about me that I need to change? Because I can't change anybody else. I can't make anyone else be perfect. I can't make anyone else change. I can't make someone be how I want them to be. So at the end of the day, I may thank you a dog. I may thank you nasty. I may thank you dirty. I may thank you all these negative things. But it does not matter if I'm bringing the same stuff to the table and will not admit it. A lot of times, we women, we victimize ourselves and we are quick to place the blame on the man. We rarely take the accountability, and it's not totally our fault because society looks at it that way. Just think about it. Soon as a breakup happens, well, what did he do? What happened? He must have cheated. He must have beat her. He must have did this. Rarely do you hear that the woman is at fault. Rarely do you hear people asking, what did the woman do? Why did he leave? You rarely hear that, So you have to be very mindful in your own relationship, within yourself, and you have to say, yeah, even though, yeah, they did so and so and so, but I could do this different. No, it does. Again, it does not excuse the behavior. It's some things that just should not be okay. But at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself and you have to say, what part did I play in this? Everyone plays a part in the breakup. It ain't just on one person. And I tell people that every time I talk to someone or I counsel someone and people want to come to me and they want to blame the partner about stuff. And I say, hey, so we're talking about what the partner did. Tell me what you did. Tell me what you did wrong. Tell me how you showed up in the relationship, because we want to put the weight all on the one person. But at the end of the day, what about me? What am I going to do different? We put all the weight. We want the man to take care of us. We want him to go out here. We want him to go make the money. We want him to go out here. We want him to make the money, cut the animal up, put the animal on the stove, and all that. We want it all. We want him to do everything, and we barely want to bring anything to the table because we say we are the prize. Granted, you are the prize. You should know that, but men are prizes too. You wouldn't want them if they were not. Now, I'm just here to keep it real. I'm just here to talk about it. Y'all know how I am. I keep it real across the board. That's why I tell anybody that I talk to that I am always neutral. I am never taking sides. I'm always neutral. You got to look at both people. And as I'm watching certain stuff, like I have heard about Wendy Williams and her, divorce with her husband, and everybody attacked her husband and stuff. And yes, granted, he did some foul stuff. Yes, he did some foul stuff. But let's look back on Wendy's record. Wendy is nasty. Okay, she say all kind of stuff out of her mouth. She do all kind of stuff to people. And when karma comes your way, then you're looking crazy. So me, in my mind, this is the life coach in my mind. This is what I'm thinking when I hear stuff like that. Okay, if she's like this in public, how is she at home? You got to think about this stuff. You got to think about how people present themselves in public. Sometimes it's way worse than how they present themselves at home. You have to be very mindful of that. Yes, this person is this certain way with you when you're in public and all this other kind of stuff. But what about when they get home? What about when their spouse gets them home? How are they when they get home with their spouse? You never know, so for you to automatically be upset with the man about how the relationship went, what about the woman? What weight do we carry? What is our responsibility? I also have been watching Housewives. I've been talking about that lady because they, it's just been popping lately, and they got their reunion going on right now. But the talk about Kenya Moore and her husband. Again, look at how she treats the people around her, So when you're talking to a man, we're talking about women who are a lot of times women can be very vocal. Women can be very strong. Women can be very, in your face type way. And we expect a man to just handle that and take that. No, you cannot talk to me in any kind of way. You can't, just like you don't want him talking to you any kind of way, you can't do the same to him. A lot of times we get confused because men don't show their emotions like we do. So we feel like men can handle some stuff. We feel like men can take the shots. We feel like, oh, if I say this to him, he should be fine. It shouldn't bother him. But he say one little thing to you, you ready to cry to all your family. You ready to cry to all your friends. You ready to cry to all the people around you and say, oh, he said this. But did you tell them what you said? Did you tell them what you did? Listen, all day, I tell my daughters, be careful and be mindful of how you treat somebody, especially these men and these boys in these streets, because you got to be ready for whatever is going to come back. Now, granted, don't put your hands on a woman. Don't put your hands on a woman. And women, don't put your hands on men. I don't give a darn if you are smaller than him. I don't give a darn if you are weaker than him. I don't give a darn. Don't put your hand. Listen, me and my husband had to stop play fighting. Because if y'all know my husband, he's way bigger than me. I am like this. And any little thing hurts me. Because his hand is it's like this. So if he hits me or he does anything to me, it's like 10 times worse than what I could do to him. So I had to stop playing with him because I'm like, dog, your hand too heavy. I ain't gonna be able to do it. And I cry all the time and just trying to play around with him. But I'm not built for that. So I say, hey, we can't do that. We can't do that. Because I know where this is going to go. Because of the simple fact that you're bigger than me. Your hand is stronger than me. You're like, you can, like, literally with one hand, he can hold me. Like, one hand, I could be struggling and everything, and he can literally hold me with one hand. So I have to be very mindful, and that's why I tell my daughters and I tell women, I be like, listen, you have to be careful about what you give out, because when you give out stuff and it comes back, then you looking crazy. And like I say, you want to go run to your family and your friends, and you want to tell them. And if your family and friends are honest with you, they'll let you know, well, you are kind of this way, so I can see why he said what he said. We have to call people to the carpet. We have to be real with these women around us. We have to let them know, listen, dog, you got some stuff that you need to deal with. And just because that's a man does not mean that he's just supposed to take whatever you say to him and whatever you do to him. Another couple I've been watching is LaToya and Tommy from Family Hustle. I love them. But I was going through some comments because lately they've been having some issues in their marriage, which all marriages do. And when people don't have healthy marriages, they don't know what healthy marriage looks like. Okay? So, yes, Quan, listen, I'm trying to help. So, and I need to go back and watch your live. I saw that you were live earlier, child, but I couldn't watch it at the time, but I need to go back and watch it. But, yeah, so when people don't have healthy marriages and stuff and healthy relationships, they don't know what healthiness look like. I see it as, and if and nobody really knows, probably knows their story. If you don't watch the show, you probably don't know, because they don't put their business like on social media. It's just on the show. They're going through a little tough time, you know, right now. They're going to counseling and everything, and you have to take into account this man's mom just died. She just had a baby, and then you got celebrity and all this other kind of stuff that weighs on top of that, you know. So you have to take that stuff into consideration. So people are like attacking him and upset about the way that he talks and stuff. But I was like, now the day before, when I saw it, she was talking to him crazy, and y'all not going off on him, on her. Like, she was saying something, and how she was talking to him, and he even said it. He was like, I don't like your tone. I don't like the way that you're talking to me. I don't like that. And no, I did not see the people jumping on her. But as soon as he gives that back to her, then everybody feels like, oh God, you need to leave him. I can't believe he talking to you like that. I can't believe he treat. This is the problem. Don't dish it out if you can't take it. Listen, some of the stuff that me and my husband say to each other, y'all will be like, y'all really talk to each other like that? We do, because at the end of the day, we can take it. Like, if I'm saying something to you, and if it get a little too crazy, we'll check each other. Hey, bruh, you need to bring that back a little bit, because that is not how you gonna be saying that. You need to check that. And you need to deal with it, because that's not how you're going to be talking to me. And we'll check it and we'll bring it back. But at the end of the day, if you're going to dish it out, you got to take it. And you can't get mad. It's okay. Women have a fantasy idea of what relationship should look like. Men have their own thoughts and feelings. Respect them for being their own person. Absolutely. And that is something I always try to point out to women about men, because I really be trying to help y'all men. I really do. Men are not going to see things the way that we see them. Point blank, they're not. Like, I have had times where I have come to talk to my husband about something, and he'll just be like, oh, okay. Like, I don't understand why you upset. I don't understand why that hurts your feelings. Because their emotions and their feelings are not as sensitive as ours are. We are very sensitive creatures. Any little thing you say to us sometimes can rub us the wrong way. And then we looking crazy like, why you not mad? I don't understand. Did I lose my earring? Oh, I lost my earring. Y'all ain't tell me I lost my earring. Oh, well, take the other one out. That is fine. But anywho, so, you know, I'm just like, you have to understand that a man views things differently than we do. I'm sorry, baby, they're not going to see it like that. I'm sorry, when you come crying about, men are going to go one or two ways. Men are going to either just listen to what you're saying and kind of just let you just say whatever you're going to say, or they're going to go into savior mode. Like, they're going to go into this mode. If you come to them emotional and all this kind of stuff, they have to, my husband has learned, or is learning, because he just freaked out earlier about something that I didn't even understand why that made him freak out when I had made a noise or whatever. He should know by now I'm kind of dramatic, you know. So you have to learn that about your partner, and learn that about women, really. Like, we can get dramatic about stuff that really we don't need to be dramatic about sometimes. So we can do that. We can go, like, get very sensitive about stuff, and then, like, he'll even ask me, like, well, what just happened? How just a minute ago you was laughing and now you're mad, or now you're sad, or what happened? And I can't even explain it to him myself. If we are honest, we can't even explain why sometimes. And no, that don't mean we crazy, because men like to call us crazy and schizo and all that kind of stuff. No, that's just, we are emotional creatures, and we are very nurturing. So at the end of the day, sometimes our emotions are going to get intense. And sometimes we're going to take stuff too far. Sometimes one little argument did not have to go that far. Like, you literally did not have to call him that. You literally did not have to go there with him. You literally did not have to put your hands on him. You did not have to go and tell his homeboys that he's soft and he's sorry. You did not have to go tell your little friends that he nasty and he this and that. You did not have to go dog him out to your mama. You did not have to do that. We take stuff so far because we're so emotional sometimes, and we'll take stuff so far. We will, because I need everybody to know. I need to know, because he's not gonna try me, and he's not gonna do that to me. I refuse. Hey, listen, I know people don't like for you to say it, but I'ma say it. Get rid of that angry woman syndrome, okay? Get rid of what your mama and your grandma and your aunties and all them taught you, to always be up a man's. Don't do it. Okay, don't always, every time somebody say something to you, you ready to snap or you ready to go off, and then you done took it so far to the left, then they looking at you crazy like, what the heck happened? It didn't have to do that. You can take your moment and chill out and try to understand what the man got going on and what's really going on in that moment. It's sometimes where I have to sit back and I have to say, you know what? When I find myself, because I pay attention to myself sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I have to pay attention to myself. Why do you keep snapping at him? Why do you keep doing that to him? Like, why is he irritating you so much? He could have not done anything. I have to remember, oh, this week was kind of rough for me. So that's probably why whenever he says something, it irritates me. Or when he chews, it just gets on my nerves. Or, he moves and does something, I'm just ready to just go off. Because, oh, I forgot that the person that I saw earlier today, they tried me real hard. So since I can't go off on them, let me help everybody in relationships, for men and women. Like Quan said, seek to understand first, because a lot of times you are going to be the first person to get the stuff that we got in our head. You're going to be the first person to get it. The man or the female, it don't matter in a relationship. Whichever, if you're going through something, you lash out at the person that is closest to you. You lash out to the person that is next to you. You lash out to the very people that you love, because at the end of the day, something bothered you and something happened to you, and you cannot approach the people or the person or the situation how you really want to. So you lash out, because that energy has to go somewhere. That feeling has to go somewhere. So I have to lash out at you, even though you did nothing to me. You did nothing to me. You said nothing to me. I just got to get rid of this feeling that's in me. So yeah, I'm snapping on you. Yeah, Quan, as soon as you be chewing that food, you've been chewing every day. And it just really irritates my soul. And I feel like now you're smacking. Now I feel like you could chew a little quieter than that. And now I feel like you might need to cut up your meat so you can chew it a little better. Because of whatever I'm dealing with, we have to take control of our emotions and our feelings, and we have to stop displacing them. We displace the stuff that we feel a lot of times. We displace the stuff that we want to do, how we see stuff. We displace it a lot of times. And a lot of times men get an unfair rep. They do. I tell men that come to me all the time, I say, listen, bruh, let me help you. In a relationship, if you and that person go through something or break up or whatever, across the board, the people are going to look at you first. The people are going to blame you. Because us women, we don't do anything. Us women, we too sweet, we too nurturing, we too quiet and calm. We don't do anything wrong. There's no possible way that you're divorcing this lady for no reason. Like, you can't, like, what did she do so bad? It couldn't have been. She didn't do that. Even if you were to tell the story, a lot of people probably wouldn't even believe it, because it's like, nah, I don't even see that. We perfect. We are perfect. Understand? Listen, let me help you understand how we can put on a facade for people. Okay? We will go out into the world. We will love on the world. Everybody is our baby. You are a sweet. We are in love with everybody. And then we come home and we are monsters. Like, we come home and we turn into, it's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type thing. We come home and we just lashing out. We going off and all the other kind of stuff, because in the world we've had to deal with Sue and Joe and Bonquisha and Derek. We've had to deal with these people out here in the world, and we couldn't get them together like we wanted to. So we talked to them, and they was, hey, Derek, how are you doing today? It's so lovely to see you. Hi, Susan. Oh my God, you look so wonderful today. And once we get all that weight on us and all that stuff is on us, and we come home and we unleash it, we just let it out. I don't have time because I'm tired. I don't have time. Y'all, I don't know what y'all gonna do. I'm not doing this. I'm good. I'm going to bed. Don't bother me. And don't tap me on my shoulder because you're not getting none tonight. I ain't doing it. No. And it's like, well, what? How? We can be so high performing in the world, and it's something I had to learn and I had to notice, and it wasn't on purpose. It's because you deal with so much in the world. You deal with so much on your jobs and with children and all this other kind of stuff. It's like, okay, I gotta take care of them. I gotta be the nurturer right now. And then you come home and that's your safe place. That's where you're supposed to just relax and let it all out. But your job isn't done because you have children and you have a husband, or you have a whatever you have at home, or you got your work at home, or whatever. You know, you got responsibilities beyond your job, or beyond whatever you were doing. You have responsibilities. So now I'm at home, and it's like, now I know I have worked all day, and you want me to come home and do what? Listen, let me say something. I have gotten to this point, and I'm not gonna even lie. We expect them to just take it, but can't take when they respond and say they don't like it. You don't want men. You want to punch it back. Come on. Come on, Quan. You listen. You could have did this with me, girl. Come on. Man, listen, we deal with so much, and we take, like she said, we bring it home with us. We don't leave that stuff out there. You know, we bring that stuff home, and we blame the people that's closest to us, and it's like they didn't even do anything, but it's, it's just how we operate, and we have to change it. You have to realize, and I had to take notice of that. Like, I cannot go out here and treat people better than I treat my husband and my kids. And where I've gotten it now, that's what I was saying before I got off track. Where I've gotten it now, because my kids are older, right? So when my kids were younger, and me and my husband we don't have this argument anymore, but he still kind of feels the type of way about it, and I'm okay with that because it is what it is. I don't cook people. Okay. Now, when my children were younger, I cooked, and that was when me and him first got together and all that kind of stuff. Now, he say I bamboozled him. I say, hey, I was cooking for my kids and you just so happened to be there. But I feel like this. My kids are older now. They're able to do things for themselves. I have freaking grown-ups for real. My oldest is 21 years old. Okay. My youngest is 13. So I feel like this, and I had to teach my husband this. If we go out and we're working all day and we're out here taking care of life and doing all this stuff for y'all, the least you can do is get up and cook. That's the least you can do. You don't have to go in anybody's job. All you got to do is go to people's school. That's all you got to do, and do your homework and do your chores so you can cook. So guess who is not going to stress themselves about cooking? Me. She's not. She's not. Hush, precious. She's not. Hey, sis. She's not. I'm not going to stress her. Listen, my friends will tell you the thing that I say now when it comes to my kids, you're not going to stress me. That's where my thought process is now, and it's been for a while. Because I just feel like, number one, I feel like nothing that I carried and pushed out should stress me. No, I'm sorry. Nothing that I take care of, I'm going to give enough power to stress me. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. I know, and then because I know I'm a great mom and I know I have a great track record, you're not going to make me feel bad about anything. I promise you. I'm at this point, y'all not going to make me feel bad about anything that I do. And I understand children. They don't understand adults. So they will say and do stuff to make you feel like, let me help the parents. I've said this on numerous occasions. Let me help the parents, male and female. Let me help you. These kids are selfish and they nasty, okay? They will say stuff to you to make you feel like you're not the great parent that you are. Don't take it, okay? Don't you just allow them to just be saying stuff and you take that stuff in and you feel like you're really this bad parent or this, you know, you're wrong and all this other kind of stuff. And yes, you won't get everything right. Yes, you won't have it all together. Thank you, sis. Thank you, sis. Tim, I'm trying to help. Thank both of y'all. Shanice and Alexis, thank y'all. Yeah, so you know, I can't take that in because you're in your selfish mode or you in your child mode and you feel like, oh, because I didn't buy this for you, or oh, because I didn't take you here, that, you know, you can just say whatever you say and I'm gonna take that. No, I don't take that on, honey. I don't let anybody, because I know my track record, and what you will not do is make me feel like I am this bad parent. No, you will not. You will not. You will not make me feel like I'm a bad wife. No, you will not. I know I don't do everything right, but at the end of the day, I try very hard to do it right. So that's not what we're going to do. So I just saying, for the women, we got to be very careful about our emotions. We have to get that stuff together, and we can't unleash that stuff out on men. Men deal with enough out here in this world. They deal with enough. That's my motto. Them kids will not stress me out. I will stress them before they. Right, sis? Right, sis? You won't stress me. Understand? So I am to, you know, I understand that men go out here in this world, especially our black men. They go out here in this world and they have to deal with so much. They have to deal with the people on their job. They have to deal with the people in the world. They have to deal with law enforcement. They have to deal with, if they have baby mamas, they got to deal with that. If they got, you know, a mama, they got to deal with that, because the mamas can be, they come their sons, and I'm a mama of a son, so I know that we can be a whole hot mess. Understand? We a whole nother, that's a whole nother story, okay? We a whole hot mess about our son, understand? So it's a lot that they have to carry, and then they have to come home. They have to take care of their family. They have to do everything for their family. They have to carry the weight on their back for their whole entire family. Do you know what goes through a man's mind? Not just paying bills, not just going out here making sure you got food on the table. No, this man thinking about the security of your life. He's trying to make sure that you're safe. He's trying to make sure that you're healthy. He's trying to make sure that you got everything going on for you that you need going on top of what he got going on. But here we go with our little selves, and I'm not gonna say no names, I'm gonna be nice. Here we go with ourselves, and we all in his face like, you need to do this and you need to do that and da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da and da. Listen, let me help all of my independent women out there. Let me help you. So we need to let go of that a little bit. We got to let go. Put forth the effort. God knows I appreciate mine. You better, Tim. You got a good one. You better. We have to let go of that independent woman mentality a little bit. I had to learn that again. I had to learn that when I got married to Devin, I was a single mom of 4 children. So I'm used to going, getting it, do what I need to do. It's handled. I ain't waiting on nobody type stuff. I'm still kind of trying to work through that, Lord, because I don't like waiting on folks. So I had to learn at the end of the day, if it's not done how I want it to be done, if it's not done when I want it to be done, I cannot be coming down on him and being nasty when he did all the other 1,000 things I asked him to do. But then when he don't do the one thing, I'm all going off on a tangent. You can't do that. You got to remember the good stuff about your relationship. You got to remember, yeah, he did not take out the trash today. Thank girl. Thanks, sis. We got to remember, he did not take out the trash today, but he took the car to get repaired. He went and washed your car. He gave you money to put gas in your tank. You know, he gave you money so you could buy that outfit that you wanted. You know, he supported you when you needed something done. He fixed this around the house. He did that around the house. But the one time he don't take out the trash, you having a whole fit. Tell me why. Why? We give men such a hard time, man. When I hear what we say and when I hear what men say, we can come down on them so heavy. And I'm just like, listen, give him a little break, man. Come on. This man, if he going out here work, listen, let me help y'all. You know, I'm getting this thing going where I'm finna start helping y'all, okay? Because y'all been asking for help in this dating area, you know. So I'm finna start helping you. I'm working up a master plan. Me and my sis Sierra, we working up a master plan, okay? So we gonna help y'all. But let me give you this little tidbit first, okay? You cannot expect more from him than you're willing to give. You cannot want him to be the end all be all, and then you come down on him when one thing isn't done the way that you want it to be done. You can't. You want a man to be a certain way. Let me help you real quick. You're not going to get, if you ever paid attention to anybody that says, and I know they say it a lot in the Tyler Perry movies, that 80-20 rule, that's for real. Let's not get stuck and you got 80% of what you want, but since the 20% isn't there, now that's not good enough. But sis, help me. What you bringing to the table? They quiet, precious. What do you bring to the table? Help me. Okay, because we want a man, and this is something that really wrecks me. We want a man to already have his whole life together. We already want him to have the house, the car, and the money, and all that stuff. We want him to have it all together, and we sleeping on our mama couch. That's fine, Tim. I'm okay with losing friends. Always been. Let me tell my table you ready. What? Anywho, I'm just trying to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you bringing? Like, what do you have? You know, do you have the car? My husband asked me earlier today because he had seen something on Twitter. I got you, sis. It's coming. I got you, sis. That segment for singles is coming. My husband asked me today because he saw something on Twitter. He said, is the year of your car something now that women there's a standard? Like you can't, like he said, if you have a car that's older than 2017, then you can't date them. I was like, well, you know, I know people that have certain standards like that, but I don't think that that's a good standard. See, this is where I have an issue. You're talking about we are all a work in progress. We have to extend some grace, but at the same time, women should see men making some progress. You don't have to have it all together, but you should be making progress. You should be making and acknowledge when he makes progress. Oh my God. Like, we can be the worst. Like, he has tried so hard and he has changed some stuff. And just because it's not a massive change, you got to go with the process, honey. Listen, bit by bit, just like with you want people to be patient with you. So bit by bit, he's changing stuff. You have to acknowledge that. Babe, I see you work. I see that, babe. Even though in your mind, let me help you. Even though some stuff may not be important to you and some stuff you may not really even care about. But when you talk to that man, you got to listen, rah him, understand, because let me help you, because ain't no heifer out there, I said heifer, ain't no heifer out there going to be cheering more for my man than I cheer for him. Let me tell you something, one thing about that Gina Sapp, since Tim is on here, baby, you going to know that Tim is her husband, understand, because whenever he does anything, you going to hear her. And that's how it should be, because ain't nobody around here cheering louder than me about my man, understand, huh? And tough. But yeah, back to the car thing. When you talking about when you're talking about your standards and you're saying that he can't have a car that is older than a 2017, well, ma'am, do you have a car? Where is your car? What year is your car? I just want to know, what do you have? What? No, let's go a little deeper. What's in your bank account? Why you want somebody to take you on shopping sprees? You want him to do all this stuff for you. You want him to take you on trips. You want him to do all of this. Oh, Lord, Terry. You want him to do all this stuff. Get your hair done. You want him to get them $3,000 bundles. You want him to go get all this stuff done for you. What? When this man asks for his Jordans, do you go buy them? Because Jordans ain't cheap. And I tell my husband off rip, I told him, oh, I don't do Jordans. I didn't even buy my son Jordans. It's going to have to be a special occasion like your birthday or something for me to buy them. I've never bought Jordans for anybody. So when he asked for that, did you... I'm just trying to understand. He can have a new car and be nasty and disrespect. Huh? Teacher girls, you have to set a standard. You have... Come on. What your credit score look like? Come on here. Y'all make sure y'all share this and make sure y'all tag y'all friends and stuff. Make sure, because y'all in here today. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, you can have a standard. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't have a standard. I'm not saying don't believe in something. I'm not saying that. But what you have to understand is when you sit here and you stick to a certain standard and you make it unreachable for people, you make it unattainable for people, and then you hold them to that. This is what I ask people all the time. If that is your standard right now, okay, a certain bank account is your standard right now. A certain living status is your standard right now. What if that changes? What are you going to do? What if, yeah, they started out making all of this money, but what if their company shuts down and they are not bringing in anything? You know, I'm going to give it to you and you better sow, because people be talking about they're going to sow into my Cash App and don't do it. That's to somebody on here I'm throwing shade. But anywho, so my thing is, if it changes, what are you gonna do? Like, what's gonna happen? Yes, right now they sex game is off real. We gonna talk about it, cause I've heard that too. Oh, I gotta test it out before I get it. Okay, yeah, they sex game is on top right now. It's everything right now. But what about when they get older? What about if something happens to them? What are you going to do? You going to base your relationship on that? What if their finances change? You going to base your relationship on that? What if they get in an accident? You basing your relationship on looks? What if something happens to them and they're disfigured? But you base your relationship on that. Instead of asking what we bring to the table, ask him, is he the table? I'm not. So, you know, you have to think about that kind of stuff. And no, I'm not saying just get with a bum off the street. No, I'm not saying just let somebody come in your life and they just not doing something for themselves. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, though, keep your mind open. That is the only way that you're going to be blessed. That is the only way that you're going to be happy. That is the only way that it's going to change. Yes, they might get in a bicycle accident. I cannot. In this day and time, a lot of women have to have the outer facade of driving a foreign or dressed to the nine. The real question is, what are your investments? What plans do you have for the future? How can we build together? Last question. Do you know that 2017 has depreciated drastically from the date you purchased it? Buy real estate investments that will help pay cash for the new car, which will only appreciate over time. Carry on. You just preach now, Tim. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We be thinking about it. And really, if y'all really think about it, rich people don't do... We got to do better. Rich people don't operate like we do. They dress regular. They drive older cars. They walk a lot. They don't even drive. They drive their fancy car for the weekend. They have an older car for the weekday. Y'all got, listen. Do you even know how to spell? Come on. Where's your education level? You want somebody to be Ivy League, have an MBA, all this other kind of stuff. What do you have? Tell me that. And even if you do have it, where is it taking you? Man, I have seen people who don't have degrees, don't have all this stuff, and they have gone further than people who got all the education in the world. Do not base somebody on that. And do not make a man feel small because he doesn't have what you have. Listen here, I love the fact that my husband is hands-on. Because it's some of y'all men, I'm sorry, I just got to say it. Because I've been on the girls, but I'm going to be on the men for a minute. Some of y'all a little too prissy. Is that the right word? Like y'all too delicate. Like y'all can't get y'all hands dirty. I love the fact that my husband has no problem getting his hands dirty. I love the fact. And if you're not going to get your hands dirty, make sure you got the money to do what needs to be done to get your hands dirty. Listen here. I'm just like, I love the fact that he knows some things about stuff that I would have never, like this man can put certain stuff together. He can fix certain stuff. Like he knows stuff about stuff that I would have never thought that he knew. You know what I'm saying? Like I legit, it's some stuff like I'm low-key bougie. I'm not going to accept that too much, even though he says I'm low-key bougie. Like, I'm not going to get my hands dirty. I feel like this. This is what I feel like. As long as there's a man around, I shouldn't be getting my hands dirty. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. If I can call on a man to do it, that's what you're going to do. Because I am delicate. Okay? Hey, Les. Hey, Poop. So, but, you know, I love the fact that he's, you know, he doesn't care. Like, he's willing to go out there and get certain kind of jobs to make sure that we're taken care of. He's willing to go out there to do some of the work that some men may not ever think of doing, or some women may look down on. When I met my husband, he was working, what did he work? Was he a custodian at the time? He was either a custodian or something around those parts. He was something like that. Now, granted, most people would be like, oh, I'm not dating anybody that's cleaning toilets and things like that. That's all right, honey. He cleaned them toilets, and guess what? He brought them coins. Huh? He brought them coins to me, even while we was dating, okay? He brought them coins to me, and guess what? While I'm around here trying to get that man in the suit, and I'm trying to get that man that's working in the office and the CEO of the building, guess what? He always shows up, okay? My man shows up while you looking for yours. Oh, okay. All right. Y'all know I'm stupid. A coin is a coin. That's why they single, Tim. That's why I'm trying to say. You cannot, look, you want somebody to play this part that y'all can't even stick to and stay committed to. Like, you can't even stick to that part. Like, sometimes we want to walk around looking raggedy. We want to walk around in our sweats and our hair up in a bun. Like, right now, my hair look like this. But earlier, if you would have saw me like an hour ago, this hair was twisted up under a hat. And guess what? My husband actually prefers me natural with no makeup and all that kind of stuff. But I have to stand up for myself. Stand up for yourself, sis. I have to stand up for myself because I love a good weave and a good piece and some makeup. So you're not going to stop me from doing that, bro. But he actually likes that, and because he accepts me whether I have makeup on or whether my hair is natural or whether my hair is in plaits or whether, you know, I am all glammed up, he loves me at each level. So I'ma love him as well. I'ma love him with his ashy feet. I'ma love him with his raggedy t-shirts. All that. I'ma love it all, honey. I'ma love it all. Understand? That's right. Show up, sir. Huh? Come on. Love a good beat. That's right. Let's stand up. Understand? Stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. But I am glad. I'm trying, Tim. I'm trying. I am glad he accepts me flaws and all. So guess what? I have no choice but to give that back. I have no choice. I cannot sit here and expect him to be okay with the fact that I don't cook. Because he really not okay, people. Y'all pray for him because he really not okay that I'm not cooking. But I just can't. I just don't want to. Y'all pray for me. Okay. But I cannot let him be okay with that or whatever. And then I every tit for tat, and I'm nitpicking, and I'm just like, oh, you not doing this, and you not doing that, and you don't do this, and you don't do that, you don't do... What are you doing? Like, why? And then when you go out here in these streets, so can you talk about how some women want the benefits of a relationship but don't want to put in the work to make the relationship work? Love you at each level. Say that. Yes, ma'am. Love you at each level. Want to be so. I think I said something about that earlier about us. We want it to be one-sided a lot. You know, a lot of times we want the man to jump through hoops. We want him to do all this stuff. He got to do it all. Like, he got to be on point. He got to do it all, and then we just give him. And I talked about how we feel like we are the prize, and yes, we are the prize, but there are prizes too. So you have to go back and look at that, because I did touch on that or whatever. But yo, I can't nitpick. Listen, there's a scripture. Come on, preachers that's on this line, and help me a little bit, because I don't be knowing my scripture like that. I'm still learning. When they say it's better to have, a nagging wife tears down her home, something to that effect. It's something like that. We have to be very mindful of what we're saying and what we're doing. I tell people all the time, pick your battles. Pick your battles, man. It ain't that serious, dog. We be making stuff serious. And it's a lot of times where I have even had to go off on myself, and I have to go back and I be like, so you was mad about what? And girl, what? And you went off because of what? And you was what? Like, why? Yes, elite. Precious, why though? A leaking roof is like having a nagging wife. It is. And I just be like, so you was upset about what? And then when he asks you why you mad, and you can't explain it, that should be your first point of, girl, you shouldn't even be mad about that. That ain't even that serious. Because you can't even explain why you mad. You can't even let this man know why you mad. You know, we be quick to say, oh, if you love me, or if you knew me, you would know why I'm mad. No, he don't. He don't know why you mad. Like, he don't. Men don't know. They don't know. He doesn't know. You have to break it down for him. If you really have a reason for being mad, you got to let him know, and you got to tell him. You have to communicate. We talk all the time about the man not communicating. It's better to live on the rooftop than in a house with a neck. That's the other one, because I think it's more than one. Thank you, preacher. Thank you, bishop. We got, y'all, I would have to do a part 2 of this, because we going real long, right? Don't try to win an argument at the expense of losing your relationship. Correct. I think that is, Liz, I think what you said is one too. I think he says it more than once in there. But yeah, we do. We can't sit around here and be like, you know, we just gonna be mad and you gonna have to take it type stuff. No, some men, you gonna keep on and you gonna lose them. You gonna keep on and you gonna be saying, oh, well, he should do this and he should do that. Listen, we want men to be humble about a lot of stuff, but what are we humble about? Are you apologizing? Do you apologize? Do you admit that you're wrong? Do you? I don't think that you really do, because I talk to a lot of y'all. I don't think you really do. Do you admit that you did something, you messed up? Do you admit that? Are you just, again, like I said earlier, we perfect. We think that we do everything right, so we don't feel like we do anything wrong. So when a man has a problem with us, he's the problem still. I just don't be understanding. He gon' Tim part 2 to 3 me. He is not about to deal with that, man. We got to be very mindful of how far we push somebody. We will push them to the extent of pushing them, and then we looking crazy like, why they left? Because you crazy. That's why they left. Because you crazy. Because you won't admit that you wrong. You won't admit that you messed up. You won't admit. And you won't tell your little raggedy friends and your mama and your daddy them and your sisters and your brother. You won't tell them what you did to that man. So then when that man go off on you, then everybody looking at you all crazy. Back to what I was saying about Kenya Moore, if y'all been following the story, how everybody been going in on her husband. And me personally, I have not felt bad for the baby. I'm sorry. I have not felt bad. Shut up. Not scaring the city girls. What do you do when a man is a liar? I don't feel bad for her because I have watched her operate, and I'm like, you cannot tell me that this man just all of a sudden just started snapping on you. That man ain't just all of a sudden started treating you like that. That man got tired. Okay, he got tired. Okay, and if what to do when a man is a liar? Yeah, Aquarius. I mean, leave him alone, because I believe one of the, and this is something that, because I've dealt with a liar and I deal with somebody who I believe is not a liar, because let me help y'all. Nobody is perfect. I don't put nothing back past a human being. I don't put nothing past them. So I believe he's not a liar. And I will stand up for him until you show me evidence and proof that he is. Because let me help y'all. See, I got to do another part. Because this is, let me help y'all. When somebody come and tell you something about your man, don't you just let people say stuff about your man. You not finna come tell me nothing about Devin Kite. I promise you, you got to show me proof. You got to show me a recording. You got to show me proof. You're not going to be able to just roll up on me and say, oh yeah, I saw him with whoever or whatever. Ain't got time for the tomfoolery. That man don't like her. What if you're... I believe that Aquarius, that he don't like her because she nasty. But again, like I was saying, do not let somebody come tell you something about your man, because we so quick to believe that a man will do wrong. We let people come and tell us stuff about our man, and you not finna come tell me nothing about that. I'm telling you, you're gonna have to have proof, because when I got married to that man, I chose to trust in him. I chose to believe in him. And that's point blank, period. You can say what you want to say. He might be in these streets doing whatever, but until you show me proof, until God reveals it, because I know God, understand? I know I have a great relationship with God, and I believe he'll uncover it all, understand? Because I'm the wrong one for you to do anything to, because I believe that God will show me. Because we go off on these tangents and we be like, oh, well, so-and-so said this about you, and I heard this about you in the streets, and did you talk to him? Did you get proof about it? And now you done lost your good man because you let some little tired heifer who probably like your man. Oh, honey, because I done found out about a lot of them, honey. I done found out about a lot of them that like my man, honey. And what you won't do is come over here and tell me nothing about mine. Huh? You won't. So you got to be careful when these little heifers, I'm going to keep calling them heifers, these little stank heifers come out here out the woodworks, and they want to say stuff about your man, and they want to throw little shade and all the other kind of stuff at your man. That's because they're miserable. That's because they don't have what you have. That's because they want what you got. You got to be careful. Protect your man. We do not protect these men. We just let them be out here, and we let people say and do whatever, baby. You talk about mine, it's on and popping, baby. Don't talk about mine. Huh? Feel my help, huh? Don't talk about mine, honey. You listen, if y'all want to see me and y'all think I go crazy about my kids and my family, but if y'all want to see me cut up, try it. Couple people done tried to, and I done had to almost drag them. Understand? Because I would drag you. Oh, okay. You got to let this man know that you got his back. That's what men want. Men want to know that you're going to be there. Men want to know that you got their back. Men want to know that you're going to defend them. Men want to know that you believe in them. Men want to know that you are secure in them. That's what men want to know. And you got to give them that, man. But men also, you got to prove that stuff. You can't just expect something and you're not able to show us that. You got to show us that you can secure us. You got to show us that you can protect us. You got to show us that you will be there for us as well. Teach. So nobody's really coming to tell you about him. If you have a prayer life, God will show you now he may send confirmation, but I don't ever have dialogue about your man. Huh? I'm not gonna be talking to you about my man. I'm not. I'm not. You hold on. You stepping on toes and snatching lace fronts. I love a good drag ministry. Huh? Listen here. I'm telling you, man, I will go there about mine. Do not do it. Because especially and that's what I want women to remember. What you dealt with and what you went through in the past. You need to remember that when you get with your new man. Let me help you. The baggage that you had from that last relationship, when Erykah Badu talked about that bad lady, that is for real. Leave that where it was. So when you get a new one, remember all that stuff you went through in the past so that you can treat the current one right and different. And I believe that's what saves me and my marriage a lot. Ain't nothing more incredible than holding a man down. Absolutely. That saves my marriage a lot. And I tell people a lot that a lot of times a divorced person that has learned their lesson is the best people to be married to. I am wonderful because of my divorce. And it's a lot of stuff that I would have probably said if I done it in the past, but I won't do it now because I've seen how it tore down my relationship the first time. Yes, take a lap. Yes, take a lap, man. Listen, I definitely go back to, how my relationship, because again, yes, my ex-husband did all kinds of crap. If y'all know my story, y'all know my story. If you don't, maybe I'll tell you. But he did all kinds of crap to me. But I had to, again, take accountability for me and what I did in the relationship that helped in the relationship, because not one person can tear it. Just like it takes more than one to build it up, it takes more than one to tear it down as well. So I had to take accountability for me. And now that I look back at a lot of stuff that I did, I don't tolerate that stuff now in my relationship. Like, I'm not doing that. The way that I was with my ex-husband, I try not to be, let me say, with my current husband. I try not to be that way. And the way that my ex-husband treated me, my current husband will not. Because I'm calling you on the carpet, honey, you won't. Understand? But I have no issues over here. We are great. The kites are wonderful. That's why I'm trying to help y'all. Understand? I'm trying to help y'all. So let's stop. Let's stop putting all the weight on the man. Let's stop throwing the man to the wolves. Tell these people, whenever you break up with somebody, tell these people what you did with your nasty self. Because as women, we can be nasty. We can be underhanded. We can be vicious and devious. We can be some nasty individuals. I'm telling you, we can say stuff and do stuff that you really have to witness yourself to believe that we did. Because, ooh, honey, and especially with our words, we can say some stuff that'll have you thinking that you died and you might rather die. So at the end of the day, whenever something happens with you and your mate, let's stop throwing these men to the wolves and making them feel like it's all their fault. No. Okay? You had a part in that. Don't just throw them out to the wolves for the people to tear apart. And like I said about Toya and Tommy from Family Hustle, I love it. And I love the fact that they're going through family therapy. I love the fact that they're acknowledging. That is the whole point. I tell couples all the time, let me help all of y'all that's getting ready to be a couple or whatever, getting ready to be married or whatever. Every marriage kind of goes through the same stuff. That's why I tell people all the time, I feel like anything could be worked through except for maybe you can work through it. That's, that's your business. Cheating and abuse is a no. But other than that, you can work through anything, because I'm telling you, if you talk to 5 couples that you come across, they'll tell you, oh yeah, I deal with that too. It's how you deal with it. Your approach has to be a certain way. The way that you handle it has to be a certain way. You have to manage it a certain way. You have to. You're going to always think that you should leave. You're going to always think that you should get a divorce. You should always think that you're going to have to break up because this ain't working for you and you can't deal. I promise you, the next person you get with, you're going to deal with that too. You're going to deal with the same stuff. It's just how you manage it, and it's your perspective on it. You have to change your lens on the relationship, and you have to remember why you fell in love with them in the first place. You have to remember why you wanted to be with them in the first place. You have to remember that. Don't forget that. We let life and we let stuff that happens and all this kind of crap that goes on in the world, we let that stuff weigh on how we feel about our mate. No, remember why you fell in love with them. Remember why you're there in the first place. Remember. And it'll take you back, and it'll help you to get through and get help. Ask for advice. And speaking of, I am a relationship coach, so you contact me if you need help. I do individual and couples coaching. Okay? So that is all for me, because I've been on here for a long time, because y'all really loving this. I promise y'all, I probably am going to do a part 2, because this was really good. It was good to me, and I didn't even think it was going to be that good. But like, share, comment, make sure you share, make sure you tag your friends, make sure you let them know. I will be loading this up to YouTube as well, so later people can see it on YouTube. But yeah, and if you missed my talks with Toya yesterday, I did a talks with Toya with Wendy Williams. She is an owner of a boutique, and we had a conversation on Instagram. So you go to my IGTV, and you could go look at that there from what I did yesterday. And oh yes ma'am, contact me, Chantel. Get with me. So yeah, so watch this, share this, all that kind of stuff. And I will see you guys again this week, because your girl always got something going on. Like, I got my podcast. You can listen to the podcast as well to help you out. The Complete Woman podcast. If you have Apple, there is a podcast, I think, app on there, and you go to that and subscribe to it. Google people, we coming. Android people, we coming, because I'm an Android girl, so we coming. Okay, so and if you have any topic you want me to talk about, if you have anything you want to ask me, anything, my inbox is always open. Always contact me. I'm always here. I promise you, I will always return your message, and I will always answer you. So if you have any questions or any topics, as you can see, I don't care about anything. I will say whatever I talk about, whatever to help the people. Okay? So I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Goodbye, my loves.